Dandava Pranams, good morning. We are going to continue the morning reading of Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta. We are in Madhya-līlā, chapter 25. The residents of Vārāṇasī become Vaiṣṇavas. And here is Mahaprabhu is quoting many verses from Srimad Bhagavatam in the company of Prakāsananda Saraswati. Jai Jai Śrī Caitanya Jai Nityananda Jai Advaita Chandra Jai Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki Jai Śrīla Kṛṣṇa Das Kaviraj Goswami Prabhu ki Jai Śrīla A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki Jai Jai Śrī Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhara ki Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. And we are going to continue with text 131. Ataeva Bhagavate Eitina Kaya Sambandha Avideya Prayoyana Maya. Śrī Caitanya Mahaprabhu continued, one's relationship with the Lord, activities and devotional service, and the attainment of the highest goal of life, love of Godhead, are the subject matters of Srimad Bhagavatam. We stopped here yesterday, remember? Vadanti tat tattva vidas tattvam jai Gyanam Advajam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan Iti Sabjati. The absolute truth is known by the self-realized souls as an unified identity known by different names. Impersonal Brahman, localized Paramatma, and Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavan eka asedam agra atmat manam vibhu atme cha nu gatav atma anana mati upalakshana. Before the cosmic manifestation was created, the creative propensity was merged in his person. At that time, all potencies and manifestations were preserved in the personality of the Supreme Lord. The Lord is the cause of all causes, and he is the all-pervading, self-sufficient person. Before the creation, he existed with his spiritual potency in the spiritual world, wherein various Vaikuntha planets are manifest. That's a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. Ete chamsa kala pumsa Krishnastu Bhagavan Swayam Idrani Vyakulam Lokam Mridayanti Yuge Yuge. Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki Jai. Śrī Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhara ki Jai. All these incarnations of Godhead are either plenary portions or part of the plenary portions of the Purusa avatars. But Kṛṣṇa is the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. In every age, he protects the world through his different features when the world is disturbed by the enemies of Indra. This is a quotation from the Bhagavatam 1.3.28. Eita sambandha suna avideya bhakti bhagavate practice loke vyape jara stiti. This is one's eternal relationship with the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Now please hear about the execution of devotional service. This principle pervades practically all the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhaktyaham ekaya grahya Shradayatma Prija Satam Bhakti Punati Man Nista Swapakan Api Sambhavat. Being very dear to the devotees and sadhus, I am attained through unflinching faith and devotional service. This Bhakti Yoga system, which gradually increases attachment for me, purifies even a human being born among dog eaters. That is to say, everyone can be elevated to the spiritual platform by the process of Bhakti Yoga. This verse is from Srimad Bhagavatam na sadajati man yogo, na sankyam dharma udava, na swadhyajas tapastya go, jata bhaktir mamorjita. The Supreme Personality of Godhead, Kṛṣṇa, said, "My dear Uddhava, neither through Astanga Yoga, the mystic yoga system to control the senses, nor through impersonalism or an analytical study of the absolute truth, not through a study of the Vedas, not through practice of austerities, not through charity, not through acceptance of sannyas, can one satisfy me as much as one can by developing unalloyed devotional service unto me." That's a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 11.14.20. Vajam dvitija vinivesata syat isat apetasya viparyayo smṛtiḥ tan mayayato buddha avajet tam bhaktyai kajesam guru devatma. When the living entity is attracted by the material energy, which is separated from Kṛṣṇa, he is overpowered by fear. Because he is separated from the Supreme Personality of Godhead by the material energy, his conception of life is reversed. In other words, instead of being the eternal servant of Kṛṣṇa, he becomes Kṛṣṇa's competitor. This is called viparyayo smṛtiḥ. To nullify this mistake, one who is actually learned and advanced worship the Supreme Personality of Godhead as his spiritual master, worshipful deity and source of life. He thus worships the Lord by the process of unalloyed devotional service. That's a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. Ebe suna prema jai mula prajojana palakasru nityagita jahasra lakshana. Now hear from me what actual love of Godhead is. It is the prime object of life and is symbolized by bodily trembling, tears in the eyes, chanting and dancing. You can give darshan of the Lord because the Lord is speaking here. Pure devotees develop a spiritual body and symptoms of ecstatic love simply by remembering and reminding others of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, who takes away everything inauspicious from the devotee. This position is attained by rendering devotional service according to the regulative principles and then rising to the platform of spontaneous love. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 11.3.31. Evam brata swapriya nama kritya jatanu rago druta chita ushchai hastai ato roditi rauti gayati unmadavan nityajati loka bhaja. When a person is actually advanced and takes pleasure in chanting the holy names of the Lord, who is very dear to him, he is agitated and loudly chants the holy name. He also laughs, cries, becomes agitated and chants like a madman, not caring for outsiders. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. Ataeva Bhagavata Sutrera Jai Shri Guru Gauranga Sundar Radha Giridhar Yugi Jai. Ataeva Bhagavata Sutrera Artha Rupa Nija Krita Sutrera Nija Bhashya Swarupa. Srimad Bhagavatam gives the actual meaning of the Vedanta Sutra. The author of the Vedanta Sutra is Vyasadev, and he himself has explained those codes in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's a very long verses here, so I'm just going to read the translation. The meaning of the Vedanta Sutra is present in Srimad Bhagavatam. The full purport of the Mahabharata is also there. The commentary of the Brahma Gayatri is also there and fully expanded with all Vedic knowledge. Srimad Bhagavatam is a supreme Purana, and it was compiled by the Supreme Personality of Godhead in his incarnation as Vyasadeva. There are 12 cantos, 335 chapters, and 18,000 verses. This is a quotation from the Garuda Purana. Sarva vedeti hasanam saram saram samudritam. The essence of all Vedic literature and all histories has been collected in this Srimad Bhagavatam. Purport: Srimad Bhagavatam was collected by the incarnation of God, Vyasadeva, and it was later taught to his son, Sukadeva Goswami. That's a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam 1.3.42. Sarva Vedanta Saramhi Srimad Bhagavatam Ishyate Tat Rasamrita Triptasya Nanjatra Swat Rati Gachit. Srimad Bhagavatam is accepted as the essence of all Vedic literature and Vedanta philosophy. Whoever tastes the transcendental mellow of Srimad Bhagavatam is never attracted to any other literature. This is a quotation from Srimad Bhagavatam. Gayatrira arte ei granta arambana satyam param sambandha dimahi sadhana prayojana. In the beginning of Srimad Bhagavatam, there is an explanation of the Brahma Gayatri mantra. The absolute truth, Satyam Param, indicates the relationship, and we meditate Dimahi on him, indicates the execution of devotional service and the ultimate goal of life. So the relationship, the process, and the goal, which is Sambandha, Avideya, Prayojana. Janmadi asya yato nyayat itaras chartes abhigyan swarat tene brahma hirita ja adi kavaje mujanti jat suraja. Teyo vari mridam jata vinimayo yatra tri sargo mrisa dhamna swena sada nirasta kuhu kam satyam param dimahi. I offer my obeisances unto Lord Śrī Kṛṣṇa, son of Vasudeva, who is the supreme all-pervading personality of Godhead. I meditate upon him, the transcendental reality, who is the primeval cause of all causes, from whom all manifested universes arise, in whom they dwell and by whom they are destroyed. I meditate upon the eternally effulgent Lord, who is directly and indirectly conscious of all manifestations, and yet is beyond them. It is he only who first imparted Vedic knowledge unto the heart of Brahma, the first created being. Through him this world, like a mirage, appears real even to great sages and demigods. Because of him, the material universes created by the three modes of nature appear to be factual, although they are unreal. I meditate therefore upon him, the absolute truth, who is eternally existent in his transcendental abode, and who is forever free of illusion. This is the opening invocation of Srimad Bhagavatam. And I will stop here for today, ending in that beautiful opening invocation of Srimad Bhagavatam. Jai Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta ki jai, Śrīla Kṛṣṇa Kavirās Goswami Prabhu ki jai, Śrīla S.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada ki jai. And we continue also the reading of Divine Guidance by His Divine Grace, Śrīla Bhakti Sundar Govinda Deva Goswami Maharaj ki jai. We'll read a little bit from this book, and we are in chapter 5, The Land of Spiritual Gems. So it says here, more from within Sri Vrindavan Dham. Jai Srila Gurudev Ki Jai. Many devotees are coming to our mat from every corner of the world, and we are living together. Everyone who comes does not know Bengali, English, or Hindi, but they are always very submissive and trying to serve, and they are serving. In which way is this possible? It can only happen by the causeless mercy of Sri Guru. Srila Guru Maharaj spread his consciousness, the conception which is coming through the line of Srila Rupa Goswami. And you are getting the chance to engage in that line of service. All of you cannot speak even English, but you are doing service. It is sometimes a miracle for me to see. Only the mood of affection and the mood of service can help us. And you have that. It is your property, and to serve you. That is my property. In this way, no problem comes between us. This is Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Maharaj speaking here in a very humble way. He says, it is your property, and to serve you, that is my property. We are always trying to serve the will and mood of Srila Guru Maharaj. That is why we have come here. Srila Guru Maharaj lastly told me, in the future, do not try to make many mats. Managing a mat is very difficult, and all of your time will be taken by that management. So only make a mat in Puridam, and if possible, you try to organize a devotees Bhajan ashram in Vrindavan Dham. That was his desire. And now it is established, Puri, Vrindavan, and Navadvip Dham. With all the devotees, I'm trying to satisfy Srila Guru Maharaj's will and desire. I know, believe, and have faith in Srila Guru Maharaj, and that by his causeless mercy, we can must establish here a devotee Bhajan ashram. Srila Guru Maharaj did not say a mat, but he said Bhajan ashram. Whoever comes to Vrindavan must try to do some seva. Bhajan means seva, service. Here we are not doing business. When the mood of service to Vrindavan, to Guru and Vaiṣṇava comes, and when the mood of service to Radha Krishna comes to us, then we should try to stay in Vrindavan. Who has this mood, he can stay in Vrindavan. And for that type of devotee, we must make a Bhajan ashram here. Sometimes a few devotees have some intention to stay in Vrindavan, but they are staying in Vrindavan like a bee on the outside of a bottle of honey. What are they doing? One devotee came to see me recently. He now lives here in Vrindavan. But what is he doing? He purchased a cow, and he maintains his family. He's doing the same as he was in Bengal. His mood is good because he considers Vrindavan to be a very auspicious place, but his conception of Vrindavan is very small. Vrindavan is infinitely great, and it is inconceivable by our intelligence. We only see the mundane cover, and we are not getting admission within the transcendental world of Sri Vrindavan Dham. We need admission, and it is our hope that one day we should get that real vision. Matala Harijana, Kirtana Range, Pujala Ragapata, Gaurava Bange. Taking this sloka as our example, we should worship Vrindavan from afar. One who reads Sri Brahma Samhita can know something about Vrindavan Dham. Actually, Vrindavan Dham is Goloka Namni Nija Damni Talecha Tasya Devi Mahesha Hari Damasu Teshu Teshu. First there is Devi Dham, then Mahesh Dham, and above Mahesh Dham is Hari Dham. And above all is his own home, Goloka. Good morning.
Morning.
Welcome. Please sit in the cushion. Shriya Kanta Kanta Parama Purusa Kalpa Tarabo Druma Bhumis Chintamani Ganamaji Tojam Amritam Kata Ganam Natyam Gamanam Api Bamsi Prija Sakki Chidanandam Jyoti Param Api Tat Asvadyam Apicha Sajatra Shirabdi Sravati Suravijascha Sumaham Nimesa Dakyo Brajati Nahi Jatrapi Samaja Vajesweta Dvipam Tamaham Ihalokam Golokam Itijam Vidantaste Santa Kshiti Virala Chara Kati Paje. This is from Sri Brahma Samhita 5.56. And we can just, I'm going to just read the translation to that sloka, and we can finish here for today. That place where the divine Godhead of fortune are the beloved, and Kṛṣṇa, the Supreme Male, is the only lover. All the trees are divine, wish-fulfilling trees. The soil is made of transcendental gems, and the water is nectar. Where every word is a song, every movement is dancing, the flute is the dearmost companion. Sunlight and moonlight are divine ecstasy, and all that be is divine and enjoyable. Where a great ocean of milk eternally flows from the udders of billions of Surabhi cows, and the divine time is eternally present, never suffering the estrangement of past and future. For even a split second, that supreme transcendental abode of Svetadvip do I adore. Practically no one in this world knows that place, but for only a few pure devotees, and they know it as Goloka. That is the explanation of Vrindavan, actual Vrindavan. And that is the explanation of Vrindavan, actually Vrindavan. Also in the Brahma Samhita 5.29, Lord Brahma says, Chintamani prakarasat masu kalpa briksa laksa briteso suravir avipala jantam lakshmi sahasra satasam brahma sebyam manam govinda madipurusam tamaham bhajami. Surrounded by millions of wish-fulfilling trees, in a boat made of multitude of wish-yielding gems, he who tends the ever-yielding cows, and who is perpetually served with great affection by hundreds of thousands of Lakshmis, the primeval Lord Govinda do I adore. In Sri Brahma Samhita is given a very nice explanation about Vrindavan Dham, Goloka Dham, Chintamani Prakarasat Masu Kalpa Briksha. If we look at the houses in Vrindavan, we cannot at present see that they are made of Chintamani, but actually they are transcendental, and actual Vrindavan is all made of Chintamani. Prakarasat Masu Kalpa Briksha. Sat Masu means all the houses, and Kalpa Briksha mean wish-fulfilling trees. If you want a fruit such as a mango from a neem tree, the neem tree will give you a mango. That is Kalpa Briksha. But what we see with our present vision is not that. We think it is a very auspicious place, no doubt, and that it exists above this mundane world, but with our mundane knowledge we cannot feel it. We glorify that auspicious place, and therefore sometimes some light may come to us. We think it to be better than other places, no doubt, but we do not see the real Vrindavan. But we need that real Vrindavan, and we need to have admission there. And maybe we can stop here. Srila Guru Devi is really guiding us on how to have the proper vision to see the holy Dham, Vrindavan Dham. And this is a very nice book because it gives you some guidance. Srila Gurudev is giving some guidance how to approach and how to try to acquire the right vision of a mood to go and to visit a holy dham like Vrindavan. Jai Srila Gurudev ki jai, divine guidance ki jai, jai Shri Guru, Gauranga, Sundar Radha Giridhar ki jai. And Devananda Prabhu can sing Hari Haraya Nama Krishna, please.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna, Jadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraya Nama Krishna, Jadavaya Namaha. Jadavaya Madhavaya Kesavaya Nama.
Gopala Govindaram Shri Sundar Jaya. Jaya Shripada Paramamsa Padavāca Kacaya Vārāṇasī Sata Shishma. Śrī Bhakti Sundar Govinda Dev Kṛṣṇa Maharaj Ki Jai. Jaya Shripada Paramamsa Padavāca Kacaya Vārāṇasī Sata Shishma. Śrī Bhakti Sundar Dev Kṛṣṇa Maharaj Ki Jai. Jaya Shripada Paramamsa Padavāca Kacaya Vārāṇasī Sata Śrī Bhakti Saraswati Thakur Ki Jai. Jaya Shripada Śrī Kṛṣṇa Bhakti Maharaj Ki Jai. Jaya Shripada Śrī Caitanya Śrī Bhakti Thakur Ki Jai. Jaya Shripada Śrī Jagannath Bhakti Maharaj Ki Jai. Jaya Śrī Guruvaka Ki Jai. Namaskar Śrī Haridas Thakur Ki Jai. Rodacharya Śrī Haridas Śrī A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada Ki Jai. Ananta Koti Vaiṣṇavas Ki Jai. Śrī Baladev Vijayabhusana Ki Jai. Śrī Viṣṇavas Kavati Prabhu Ki Jai. Śrī Narottam Samananda Srinivasacharya Prabhu Ki Jai. Śrī Vrindavan Thakur Ki Jai. Śrī Kṛṣṇa Kaviraj Ki Jai. Jai Śrī Rupa Sanatana Bhatta Vaiṣṇavas Śrī Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Vaiṣṇavas 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan Ki Jai. Saraswati Śrī Nityananda Prabhu Ki Jai. Saraswati Śrī Manmahā Prabhu Ki Jai. Jai Śrī Radha Kṛṣṇa Gopinasham Guruvada Kundgivi Govardhan Ki Jai. Śrī Lakshmi Varaha Devi Ki Jai. Śrī Bhakti Vighna Vinashari Śrī Singhdei Ki Jai. Bhakti Prabhāya Pallab Maharaj Ki Jai. Grantavāśṇi Bhakti Ch.25 Ki Jai. Tursi Maharani Ki Jai. Tursi Varakrama Ki Jai. Vaiṣṇavas Vārāṇasī Ki Jai. Alkamat Raja Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Madhya-līlā Ki Jai. Śrī Caitanya-caritāmṛta Ki Jai. Viparyayo Ki Jai. Śrī Mayapur Ki Jai. Śrī Dhanapatri Ki Jai. Vrindavan Puruṣottam Ram Ki Jai. Deity Vijay Chakravarti Ki Jai. Śrī Govinda Kund Ki Jai. Śrī Sadashva Gankaraja Ki Jai. smṛtiḥ Vaiṣṇavas Ki Jai. smṛtiḥ Bhakti Ki Jai. Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. All devotees all over the world Ki Jai. All the assembled devotees Ki Jai. Jai Harinam Sankirtan Ki Jai. Nitya Go Premanandi Haribol.